Welcome to the launch of the winter event in F1 Clash, and time for another GP to get underway as we go and hunt a decent finishing position and hopefully some very good point scoring races. But this week we have a twist on the main account. Yes, so welcome along to the main account qualifying session, and the reason we have a twist. We've been pretty bored lately of some of the GP events. They're getting pretty stale, not really competitive enough at the moment. So we're going to make a change to that and just spice it up for 1 week and potentially 1 week only. The main account is in Contender. We have dropped to Contender. Now I expect an absolutely ridiculous GP on Saturday and Sunday if we get through. However, obviously I just want it to be a little bit different. For the hardcore watchers, Monaco is at the weekend, so you know absolutely why I've gotten away from Champions GP and Monaco. We just won't compete. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to see how it goes because I don't have a clue how good, how bad we may be, but we're going to find out. So race 1, we have got overtaking and speed at Shanghai, China. We're obviously going with Piastri and Bottas, the 10% boosted drivers. Bottas looking very nice, I must say. That's really the best ones we can do from an epic point of view anyway for Series 9 anyway. Zhou Guan Yu could potentially work, but not with the 10% for Piastri. So that's our setup. We've got high qualifying on the go. Let's kick it into race 1, shall we? And see what the hell Contender is all about. So we knew it would be busy. Race number 1 is a real player. So we're off to real player and we're going to learn Contender the hard way. We're not used to this kind of stuff. So let's see if we can manage it. Now, firework boost is usually the one to go for around this circuit. So let's see if we can do the same again. And let's see where we qualify first. We've put a little bit of qualifying in there. 3 and 4. Overall, interesting then. Rival right on our tails. So we are going to go firework, overtaking and speed, of course. So that firework will go in. We're going to go mediums for Piastri. And now let's see what happens. I mean, we got a 47. That's pretty much the key here in Contender. Got to 47. And lights out. And away we go. A little bit laggy on the stream, but I mean, Rival's not pushing. It was a real player matchup straight away. So yeah, stream's lagging a little bit. We'll sort that out after. But we are away and racing. And at the moment, I mean, this video could be pretty boring if we actually think about it. I mean, the most exciting thing might be the lag that I'm experiencing. Because that is P1 and P2 straight into the lead. And the Rival, who did match up straight away, hasn't. I mean, they must have skipped because they've gone nowhere. P7, P15, no pushing from the start, no boosts either. Now they're pushing, but is it a? I mean, it does still. Have they used the power unit they have? That's an early power unit push. So maybe they are real, or maybe they're not. I don't know. But all that matters to us is if we navigate through and get these races complete and take home that 47 points. That's what we've got to do. But Bottas does lead the way. He's going to be very good this week. I mean, shame I've not got level 8. That's probably what's going to stop me getting a P1 in Contender. Because we're going to be amongst very good Contender players from the top groups of Europe. So, ultimately, dropping down a division is not going to mean reward. It's not going to mean P1. But I want to spice it up. And that's what we're doing. So, Bottas in the lead at the moment in P1. As he comes through. And, I mean, Piastri is still pushing. But he's well clear. I mean, P3 is there, though. P3, Verstappen is right there. Only 3 seconds behind us. So, there's a potential chance. As we start to lag a little bit again. Server's lagging a little bit too. As now it'll be soft tyres for Piastri. So again, we're going to still get some difficult AI down in Contender. But at the moment, we're looking pretty good. No dramas coming through the field like we have in Champions, that's for sure. It's looking pretty nice at the present with 1 and 3. But we've got to get that P2 back off Mr. Verstappen. Where is he? You can see him just at the top of your screen going around there. Power unit obviously gets back a lot slower in this. So the thing I need to do now is gain power unit and try and hold off Verstappen if he comes to attack. That's what I need to do. 32%. Piastri coming out. Tyres for Verstappen is medium, so that should be quick enough for us. Let's see what pace he's got. He's looking very quick, is Max, in contender, which is going to be interesting. But we are ahead. We've got to really keep an eye on this one, I guess, and make sure we're on lap 5 of a contender GP, the first time this season. And I don't even think I entered contender last season. So this is the first time in potentially 2 seasons we go and drop a division for a bit of fun, a bit of confidence boosting, hopefully, as Piastri comes through, just keeping that gap to P3 nicely at the moment. And he is currently a few seconds ahead of Verstappen, as we are on lap 6 now. This is relatively easy work at present on a speed circuit. Still doing the 4 medium 3 soft and the 3 soft 4 medium. Don't need to push too hard. Piastri is keeping ahead, especially with Verstappen on the mediums. And this is going to be good. Bottas then coming through to start the final lap. Let's go. Let's do this. In P1. Piastri in P2. I mean, we can push Piastri whenever we want. So we'll probably do that now. Let's push both cars. Get them away from that ever-closing Max Verstappen. And let's get into concrete P1, P2 territory. Because that's what it should be. Rivals in P12 and P16. Which, again, was a real player. But obviously, clearly not. They've obviously exited the game or not decided to really navigate this one. But Bottas is going to come home for the first contender GP and going to take that P1. Get in, and Piastri not far behind him on the soft tyres in P2. It's a beautiful start here in Shanghai. It is a 1-2 finish. That's what we needed. We're going to need a 188, 376, 376 all the way through to end of final round this week. That is certain. But P1, P2, and we'll show you what the rival was running as well. But definitely need that Bottas leveled up, which is a shame because usually you don't want Bottas. Whereas we could have done with it. So let's continue through. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 9, 8. And you had level 7 Bottas, level 8 Piastri. And you also had a car set up for speed, which was in the 180s. So off to race number 2. Look at this. Even team score matchup for race number 2. Both of us sitting on a 1307. So this could be very, very interesting. I don't believe it is a real player though. It could be a bot because the time has spun to the mode where usually it is a bot. But let's find. Look at the qualifying difference though. P7, P11 for ourselves. Are we using a wrong part or something? That is very, very interesting. So we're going to go for the recommended boost round here, which is Iron Force. That is going to be our go-to. Let's see if we can overcome. So here we go. We're off to Imola. Doesn't look like a real player unless they suddenly boost off. They don't. Piastri's got a average start, which is not great, but he's got away okay. So a little bit of trouble in race 2 potentially here. No boosts from the rival though. So that does give us the upper hand later on this, but I'm very intrigued to see the rival set up after to see if we are missing a part that we probably should have ran or they are higher. But early on, we have ourselves in P number 3 and P number 5. Now, we can go ahead in this race, by the way, and do pretty much 5 laps. That is one of the bonus features we can do with the Iron Force and the level drivers we have. But that rival is into the lead, and they are disappearing quick. This is going to be an interesting test. We are pushing hard ourselves. We're not a million miles away, But we've got to just keep some pace. Rivals kind of blocking us getting past. Oh, wow, bad move there from Valtteri Bottas. But we've got to conserve now as much as we can. We surely have the speed over this rival, though. Surely they've gone more qualifying than actual power unit. But they are well ahead at present. Let's try and get Piastri past. Let's try and get Bottas past into P4. This is a big gap to close down. 4 seconds. That's unbelievable pace from the rival. Do they have the better setup? We did take a bit of qualifying. Did we need to? And we're back onto a 4-4 now. Both cars need to do 4-4s. I don't think we've got the pace to catch up here. I mean, 1.9 seconds is now the gap. So we have caught them up, but they're gaining power unit all the time, though. That's the difference. Are we gonna fail at the first hurdle or not? Piastri's got to come into the pits this time. Would have liked him in P1. He's going to take into P1. We've got similar power unit to the rival, though. Piastri's got no power unit, though. That's the problem. And we're going to have to conserve, hold up as well. Bottas coming out as well. So P1 and P3, it seems. And now we're just going to go full conserve. We've got the advantage. Now I need to really gain power unit on Piastri, because this is danger level now. We need to get ahead of that Bottas. And I mean, it looks like we do have the quicker car already. Piastri's up to nearly 50%, I should say. Not too quick through there, though. That was interesting. Now we're starting to lag again. Now we are definitely looking like we're going to disconnect here. We are lagging big time. I'm pushing and I'm not pushing. This is really strange, and it's absolutely costing us. Because power unit is not working as it should here. Everything is kind of not working. I mean, I'm pushing and I'm not pushing, if you get what I mean. It's coming and flicking back. Oh, big lag on the server. This is not good for us. Wow, where's Bottas? How has Bottas lost that much pace? Look, now he's gone to conserve. Why is he going to conserve? And now Piastri's gone back to conserve. What is it doing? We're on 100% still. No, I want to push, Hutch. Let me push. No, I want to push both cars. What is he doing? I've completely lagged out this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, now we're back on here. Come on, man. Let me push. Oh, and now it's gone again. Hutch, you've only got yourself to blame. What is this, net? Oh, now we're 5th. What the hell? Now Piastri's in P2. Now the power unit is working. Suddenly it's now working, or is it? This is a shocker. We're up to P3. But it's not going to matter, because we've absolutely lagged out. The Hutch server has absolutely killed us. And we are not going to take P2. So it's a forfeit on that one. Wow. Look at that. New server data as well. Thank you, Hutch. You have just ruined my contender round. Because you absolutely had to put a reboot in at the wrong time. Why? Why do that? You are in the middle of GP. Why put new server data in when everybody is qualifying? Are you absolutely out of your mind? Literally, I couldn't push laps at all then because you put a reboot in and lagged the whole server. Thank you very much, Hutch. Thank you. What the hell? That is so frustrating. We need 47s, and now we've had to forfeit because you put a reboot required and absolutely destroy my GP. So, thank you very much for that, Hutch. You're going to bring a nice end early to this GP because you put some server reboot fresh data into the system, and now I have to replay tomorrow, and what an absolute waste.